Hi, everybody. So, thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much that you are watching this video. For those of you that are watching the repetition, thank you very much. On Thursday, I posted something about motivation. I posted that I am multitasking in my brain, and it's part of what I do, because for the community that has not gotten to know me or has not seen me before, I have ADD. And ADD and ADHD are the same, except that ADHD has the hyperactivity externalized, and I have the hyperactivity internalized. And so that means that my brain is constantly going at 1,000 miles per hour. My brain and my mouth can't keep up each one. So sometimes I stumble with my words. Sometimes I am clumsy. Sometimes my body just has different reactions and actions and behaviors than what a normal neurotypical would, right? So in this case, I wanted to explain a little bit why my motivation was very low. And that was because for ADD and ADHDers, we're not easily impressed. We're like, it takes a lot for us to feel impressed over something, or we like something. And so it's very important for people that either are working with an ADD person or ADHD to understand that it's not that we don't feel happy for other people or we don't like things. It's just that we know what we like and we know what makes us happy. So if you want to make a person with ADD or ADHD or neurotypical person, neurodivergent, that's what we are called in the community, neurodivergent. If you want to impress a neurodivergent, simply ask the person what do they like. And what they like, it's either reachable for the person or not to be able to give it to them. Usually, the things that I like are quite expensive, they are very particular, and ideally, you just take the person shopping if you want that person to be happy, period. Now, what does this have to do with motivation? Like I said in the beginning, motivation for us requires that we like something, that we feel inspired by something. For the neurotypical, it takes very little to feel motivated, and it comes from the energy that they have, the desire, the uh, including they've said that even sexual energy is involved in what you want to do. There's a lot that I have to unpack if I were to go into details as to why ADD and ADHDers we have a difficult time with motivation. It would be a lot, but we will get to that point. But before I tell you what was the answer for me, I want to thank every single person that is in this in my group, in the Expatology group. Sorry, I got a little bit tongue tied because I'm very emotional, very excited that the group has reached 119 followers. And I want to mention each one of you. So bear with me. I'm going to say your first name just because it's going to allow for people to not get bored. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you and welcome. And let's start with the first person, which is Somia. Thank you very much, Somia. Ahmed, Rakesh, Ana Muniz, Kevin Fortune, Brandon, David, Rana, Jasmine Vazmian. Thank you for joining. Julie, thank you, Julie, my best friend, one of my good friends from one of the companies that I used to work with in Houston, Texas. German Vega, Herman Vega, Rana Amawi, Blessing Adeshina. Thank you very much, Blessing, for joining. Eric Shu, Kashuki. I met Kashuki in Maldives. Kashuki and his adorable partner. They were enjoying time in Maldives, and so were we. And that's how we've kept in touch. So, Kasuki, many hugs to you and your partner. Jana Shezanovsky. Hopefully, I'm not butchering too many names. Julio Enrique, Lauren Inglis, Mary Young, Robert Fletcher. Robert, thank you for following me. I appreciate it. This is Robert from Heart Relocation, guys. He is an amazing relocator. He is a person with a mission, a very personal mission to work in the relocation industry. So reach out to Robert for your relocation needs when it comes to moving and logistics and all of these things. He's amazing. Deborah Kodinak. Deborah, my friend, thank you for joining. Vivek, Zaid, Sandra Huertas, Nayef, Laura, I will see you next year in the UK. Rocio Mencia, I worked with her in one of the companies where I started my life as a global mobility partner. And so I've known her for, I think, Rocio, now it's 2022. So technically it's 23 years because we met in 1999. That's how long we've known each other. Margot Wetzel, Julia Hasillo, Kelvin, Naveen, Damien, thank you for joining. I appreciate it, Damien. Shraddha, Damien Muzun, Rigoberto Vasquez, Christy Seaback, Pedro Cañedo. Thank you very much, Pedro, for joining. I worked with him as well in one of the companies, so thank you for joining me in this journey. Tony Patio, Fawn Davis, Rosa Castillo, Dr. Melvin E. Addison, Hilma Guevara, Marilee Kwan, Georgie Zigzardi, thank you very much. Maria Conway, Helen Lobo, thank you, my friend. I hope to see you probably, I don't know if we're going to be able to see you this year just because of a couple of logistic things that we have to fix, but at least we're in touch. Mario Torres, Ahmed, Katie, my friend, Alessandro Fontana, Caroline de Souza, Philip Contella, Norbert Dural, Olivia, thank you for following me. I appreciate it very much. It's very lovely of you. Melissa Montemayor. Oh, by the way, before I continue, Olivia was probably the first person that I spoke with that I needed help because I like the way she wrote and I like the way that she was expressing herself. And in my journey that I've been going through in the past 3 years, I wanted to find a way to do what she does, right? To be as effective speaker, effective writer, and so on and so on. And one of her advices that she gave me is that why do you want to be like everybody else? Keep it simple. Everybody likes simple. And so that started giving me a lot of confidence in doing the things that I'm doing today after almost 3-4 years in this journey. So thank you very much, Olivia. I appreciate you very much. Melissa Montemayor, Patricia Sosa. Patricia, thank you so much, Patricia. She is hacking HR. She is one of the representatives of hacking HR. So if you need any information, please go to her. Sheikh Hidayat, Sheikh Hidayat Hussein. So sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm still working on my pronunciation, my Saudi pronunciation. Sandeep Kumar, Rob Zaitz, Mitch North, Sandipta. I hope you are enjoying your school time. And Sandipta has a very amazing story. So hopefully if anybody's looking to interview an amazing person, she is one of the persons to look into. Pilar Rivera, Dustin Dills, Sandra Hernandez Munoz, Kirsty Edmond, Danielle, He's from Brazil, such a nice guy. Priscilla Silva, Mahmoud Hassoun, Antonios Triamfalakis. Sorry if I butchered that last name. Kumar Peck, Rick Barquero. Oh my God, I worked with him in another company that we were together. He was head of HR, and I was working in costs, something like that. I can't remember very well. And we had a nice relationship. I was in a different time and different place mentally, and there was so much going on in my life that it just didn't work out. So, but he was overall a very nice person, and so I am very thankful for him to be following me. William Taylor, Douglas Dillard, Bobby Hubalde, Ruben S. Rodriguez, Alex James, Denise Corona, Sandra, that would be me. I don't know why I'm following myself. Anna Seidel, Renata Urban, Claudette Lynn Whitaker, Sandrine Bardot. Sandrine, she lives in Dubai. Well, she lives in UAE. Sorry, not the same. And she is an amazing person and professional. So I suggest that you go out there and check her out. She is her own persona. She has a business, a very successful business in the UAE. So check her out, please. Alexis Kelly, Candice Progler. Candice, she is a person that I met in one of the programs that I took a course in. And we got along. Hopefully she's doing fine. I haven't gotten the opportunity to speak with her, but Candice, I'm sorry. I send you all my heart, my love. I hope you're doing well, and let's stay in touch and let's talk soon. Jeff Southworth, Umesh Sharma, Andrea Downing, Sied Eman, Clint Kendrick, Hisham, Celia Valade. My husband is following me as well, so thank you very much. Ed, thank you very much for following me, Ed. Catherine Jackson, Bruce Ross, Rhonda Bowen. Thank you very much, Rhonda, for following me. Andrea Seben, Nicole Baril. Oh my God, Nicole. Nicole is the first person. She wasn't one. She was the first person that I spoke with about intercultural or culture. And she got me into this. Let's put it that way. She got me into this. She was such a kind, amazing person. She motivated me. She impulsed me into doing what I'm doing, right? Into studying culture and being able to understand where I am and how to help others adjust to life in Saudi Arabia. So, yeah. Rigoberto Gonzalez, Monica Cardenas Jasso. Oh, she's an amazing person. Christian Hofford. Oh, thank you, Christian, for following me. Abhilash Nair, Pia Myong. Pia, thank you very much for following me. I appreciate it very much. Lena, thank you. Thank you for following me, Lena. Frederick Citrick. Frederick, we need to talk. I want to get us together so Claudia, you and myself can get together and talk about the things that we need to talk about. Culture. Stephen Howard. Stephen, thank you for following me. I appreciate it. Stephen Howard is the author of more than 20-something books, if not probably more. He is an amazing writer, amazing person. So hopefully you'll follow him. Thank you very much. Tracy Stewart Kotzman, Nadesh, she's an introvert and has a program on how to help other introverts into succeeding and into living life culturally wise speaking, enriched and not be feeling, the typical stress that a lot of introverts feel. I don't know now if I'm an introvert or not. I've discovered a couple of things about myself that could be introvert, but could not be introvert. So we'll see. We'll see what time tells us. Jonathan, Claudia Cementi, Claudia and I, we are co-coaching. We are doing some work together. So stay tuned for that. Connie McIntosh, Raphael Baddick, Salvador Rodriguez, Webby Van Bokel. So sorry if I butchered your name. I'm so sorry. Coach Pedati, Coach, oh, Coach. He was one of the first coaches, if not the first coach, to actually talk to me and give me guidance. And oh my God, I came to him crying. I want you all to know that. It's very fair and very normal that when you feel that there's so much going on in your life that you don't know where to start, all of these emotions come to light when you feel that somebody's listening to you, when you feel that somebody is willing to help. That's the word. When somebody's willing to help and you feel it in your heart, it just gives for so many emotions to go through your body. That he was so amazing. He gave me a helping hand. He made one of my first dreams come true, which was to be in a podcast. So thank you very much, Coach. I appreciate you. James Whitman, Bruno De Peace, Edam Lotsu, and Ajaya Rejmi. Thank you to all of you for joining Expatology. It is a pleasure to have you being part of this group. So I hope that you bear with me, because there are times when I feel also overwhelmed, like a lot of people, because I want to do so many things that I don't know where to start. But this is the part where motivation comes in. So, remembering all the things that I told you at the beginning, right? Where motivation sometimes is very hard for ADD people and ADHDers to come around and achieve things that we want to do for ourselves. Maybe somebody else assigns us a task, and that is different because we know that it's part of work and we know that we have to do what we have to do. But when it comes to us, we tend to fail ourselves. But that is a process that we work on, because it's not about anymore about failing at my age. It's not about failing myself. I now have very clear my goals, my vision, my boundaries, everything. I have it very clear of where I want to be in life. The problem is that you start doing so many things. There's times when we feel that we have so much energy that we don't know where to throw it out. And so we start doing a lot of things, and we grab one thing and we grab another and we grab another and we grab another. So these are called little wins or little rewards, just to feel some kind of satisfaction that we're achieving something. And it's not a good thing, just because little wins deviate you in the way of this way, right? Of finding or going towards your goal. So they just deviate you into feeling good for some time to get that. Whew, I think I've been talking really fast. You can tell that I have ADD. To get our emotions going and our motivations going, but it's just temporary, and then we're back into block. We feel blocked, we feel stuck. A lot of people feel stuck. And on top of me being ADD, I'm also an expat, right? I live in Saudi Arabia. I'm from Houston, Texas. And so missing home and thinking about a lot of the things and projects that I want to achieve, and thinking that the time that we had set for us to stay in Saudi Arabia is right around the corner. It's also another thing that has me like feeling a little bit stuck, right? Because now I feel like there's this barrier in front of me that I cannot cross, even if I wanted to. So everything that I've been wanting to achieve, I better achieve it soon. That's really what's happening to me. And so I found something that happened this morning. I found myself that I had forgotten to be grateful. I forgot that gratitude plays a tremendous game or a tremendous part into finding a reason as to do the next step or take the next step in your process, right? And I'm going to tell you what happened. I had a package that should have arrived around 2 weeks ago from Houston, Texas. I'm sorry, from the United States. And it arrived, but it arrived with an incomplete address. The people that filled it out in Arizona, which is where the package is really coming from, came in with just 2 lines, and that was just not enough for the package to be delivered to me. Some way, somehow, I don't know how I did it. When you want something, you do it. And so I found my package where exactly it was located here in Saudi Arabia, what postal office it was. I mean, it's not easy. I'm going to tell you, it's not easy to do this kind of stuff here in Saudi Arabia. But I do have to say and admire that there's a lot of good systems. They're improving their systems, their way of communication, so that we can find stuff. And this is, for example, this is a government place, right? It's like the United States Service Postal Office, right? And here it's called the Saudi Arabian Postal Office, SPL. And I found my package. And on Thursday, I went looking for it. It was a little bit late. Let's say I was looking through my cell phone, and finally I said, "This is where it is." So it was around 12 noon, and I just grabbed my stuff, grabbed the car, and I just, drove all the way to this location. I found myself going to 3 locations. And finally, when I arrived to the last location, they tell me, "Oh, come back Sunday, because it's on the second floor." I have no idea what it has to do with it being on the second floor. I would say that it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Is it evening, afternoon? I don't know. And they told me, "Please come back on Sunday." I felt so disappointed. I felt like I wasn't going to get the stuff that I've been expecting for the longest time. And it's not even like, it's not important stuff, okay? It's not stuff that I need to do things. No, it's to do my nails. But my presentation, how I look, is very important to me. So doing my nails for me was very important. And I just wanted to have my stuff. There's this sense of things that belong to you, that are yours, that you want to have them, that you want to own them, right? And you're like, "But these are mine, mine, mine. So why are you not giving them to me?" Which is how I felt on Thursday when they told me come back on Sunday, meaning today. For other people that don't know, in Saudi Arabia, the working week starts on Sunday and ends on Thursday. The weekend is Friday and Saturday. Okay. So I go this morning with a good disposition. I took a shower, put on makeup. I just drove there. It was a 16-minute drive. And I walked in and I said, "Hello." The nice man in front of the desk told me, "Please sit down, sister." That's how they refer to you, as sister. I thought it's very beautiful. The way that they talk to you, very respectful. I sit down, I ask them for my package, and I see this guy come in. Everybody, like, he says good morning, and everybody was like, "Oh, good morning." And I was like, "Ooh, this must be a very important person." Anywho, after a couple of minutes, he comes back with my package, and I see it. It's pink. It's beautiful. And I feel so grateful. At that moment, I felt so grateful. It's like all of these things, like, I can finally breathe. I don't know why I was so tense. So tense. I think it's because it wasn't a cheap order. It wasn't something that was inexpensive. That would be the word. And then I just wanted to have it in my hands. There's this thing about us humans, that there's this need to own something, to feel that it's yours, and then you can let others use it. But at first you need to feel that it's yours. It's this thing, like, like if you were marking something, right, with your scent, with you. Anyways, I don't know how to explain it, but I just wanted my stuff. And when he gave it to me, I paid it. There was a fine for it to pass through customs and all that kind of stuff. As soon as I had my package, this adrenaline, this thing, I was like, it was starting to come down, because one of the things that happens with ADD people is that we get very anxious leaving the house. I don't know why, but it's anxiety, like over the top anxiety. And I don't know if it's because we're going to be rewarded, and I don't know if it's because the reward is coming. I don't know, but it is just exhilarating. It is just like this, my heart is beating and I'm leaving the house, and I don't know how to interpret it. I'm trying to find a way to convince myself that it's because I am excited that I'm going to have what I want. So if I convince my brain more and more about this, maybe my excitement or this anxiety will stop being anxiety, the bad kind, but the good kind, and instead of me feeling like, oh my god, I feel like, oh yes, like me going to get my package. I was very excited. And so the moment that I said, thank you, God, thank you, that's the moment where I realized, oh, this is what I've been missing. And I remember that we haven't been, for religious people, this is you're going to understand this. For other people that practice some other kind of energy or good vibes and everything else, it's still the same. You have to be grateful, right? You have to be grateful for the things that come by, for the things that you achieve, for the things that happen your way or go your way. Everything. You have to be grateful for even waking up and having a meal. I realized that I wasn't being thankful for having my meals anymore. I was doing that, but I had stopped. So I'm going to restart that. I think it's very important for me to remember that things don't come for free, and that each single moment that I spent here in Saudi Arabia is an effort. It's work, it's constant work, and it is feeding us, it's feeding my little family, it's letting us achieve things. I mean, there's so much to be grateful for, then that I'm thinking, how is it possible that I stopped being grateful? And so now that I have my things and everything else, now you see me here because I am being grateful. I am happy. So if life brings me something, then I have to repay it, pay it forward. And now I'm giving you this. I'm letting you know that it's very important that you have to be grateful. Hopefully, it helps you into getting through or by today. It had nothing to do with the 6 things that I thought I wanted to give myself on Thursday when I wrote that post. I wrote it in the general in my personal LinkedIn. I said I'm going to give myself 6 things and 6 rewards. And I'm going to go through each one and I'm going to give myself that reward. And maybe that reward is going to be fulfilling enough for me to feel satisfied and move forward. But if not, I'm going to go to the next reward and to the next reward and the next reward until I find the one that helps me move forward. Well, I found it. Gratitude. I hope this helps a lot of you, like I said. And thank you to each and every single member of Expatology. This is Sandra Corona, and I will see you until next time. Thank you. Bye.